This video is going to be on tires, how to check tires during a preventative maintenance inspection. And so in this video, like the others, I'm not going to go into great detail with tire numbers, but rather I'm going to stick to what you're going to need to know when doing that PM inspection and checking tire tread and checking tire pressure. Just the basics on tires with this video. I'll move into a little bit more detailed one in later videos, but for right now, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the tools that you're going to need to do your PM tire inspections. One of them is right here, your air pressure gauge. Okay, not very technical. This is something that each of you should have in your pocket or your toolbox when doing PM inspections here in the auto shop. So let's take a look at a few other things that you're going to need to know. And one of the tools that I have set out is this guy right here, which you've probably already seen, the tread depth gauge, something that you may want to consider picking up. I do have a few of them here in the shop for you to use. Pretty basic gauge, and it has a little pin on here that's going to go in the tread itself so that we can measure it. Okay. The black numbers are 30/2 of an inch, and the red numbers are in millimeter. Okay, we usually do 30/2 of an inch. That's what I generally have seen on PM inspection reports. So for this, I'm going to use 30/2 of an inch just to cut down on any confusion that you might have. Okay, and I'll go through on how to read it as well. So let's go ahead and grab a tire, which I have right here. And we know that during our preventative maintenance inspection procedure, we should be walking around the vehicle and checking all 4 tires. We don't really have to worry about the spare here because most of the spare tires are going to be space savers or donuts. Same thing. So when we go around the car, what I want you to do, and I'll get a close-up shot here of reading that gauge in just a moment, but when we go around the car and we're checking the tire itself, or tires, all 4 of them, first thing you ought to do is just give a good visual inspection of that tire. Make sure there's no chunks of rubber missing out of the sidewall. Of course, we're checking the air pressure, and I do want to remind you at this point of setting tire air pressure based on the car, not the tire, because on all of these tires, you're going to have an air pressure on the sidewall here somewhere, and I don't want you looking at that. Okay, let's stick with the tire pressure that's posted on the door placard, or it might be on the glove box. Okay, go with that tire pressure. So when we check tread depth, what we're going to do is we're going to check this in 4 different spots. Okay, and I'm just going to go through that procedure here for you so you can see what it looks like. I'm going to check it. Okay. So there you saw me check the tire tread in 4 different spots. What exactly should that gauge show when I'm checking it? Well, let's take a little close-up look here. We need to keep in mind that these tires have wear bars on them, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. If you take a really close look at the tire's tread, you can see right there. I'm kind of hoping you can see that. It's like a little piece of rubber that's in between the tire's tread, and there's one right there, and there, and there. Okay. What a wear bar is it's rubber that is molded into the tire's tread, and whenever that wear bar is level with the tire's tread. So this tread's going to have to wear down in order for that wear bar to be level with the tread. And when it does, that tells us that the tire's tread is at 2/32 of an inch. And if it's at 2/32 of an inch, which is our cutoff number, that means the tire is bald and it needs to be replaced. Well, each time a vehicle comes in for that PM inspection, we're going to use this gauge that I showed you, and we're going to read it in 30/32 of an inch. And here's how it works. I'll go ahead and extend that needle all the way out, and I'm going to just set it, run it down right even with that tread to where that black part of the gauge is coming in contact with that tread. So there we go again. And then I'm going to look at the chrome cylinder on it, and whatever number on that line, you may have to turn it to get a number to line up evenly with that. Whatever number that is even with that chrome cylinder is going to be the number that you write on the inspection report. So in this case, that number is 1/32 of an inch. Okay, so we are below that wear bar 2/32 of an inch. So this one is really, really bald. Okay, and I want you to check that in 4 different spots around the tire. And what number do I want you to record on your PM inspection? Well, of the 4 spots that you measure on that tire, I want you to record the lowest of the 4 numbers. Okay, this way we're giving the customer the best possible read. All right, the number that I want you to read on the cylinder itself is, I want you to read the lowest number that lines up with the top of the chrome cylinder. Okay, so keep turning it until you get a number that lines up evenly, and that's the number you're going to record on your inspection report. Okay, so that's it for checking tread depth on tires. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up like. That'll help us out. Good luck.